What will close or be cancelled in coming days after Queen's death? The nation is in mourning as it comes to terms with the death of Her Majesty the Queen, which was announced this evening. It was confirmed that she passed away peacefully at Balmoral in Scotland this afternoon. Now that the news has been announced, there will be changes to our everyday lives. Plans for the event of the monarch's death have been drawn up in intricate detail and they are now being enacted. It will affect many things, from shopping to what's on TV. On the day of her funeral, which is due to take place 9 days after she passes, there will be a bank holiday and most places will be shut or change their operating hours. Here, the Mirror looks at things that will be closed or cancelled in the wake of the Queen's death. Shops and the economy. The day of the funeral will be a day of national mourning, but employers will not be compelled to give staff a day off. Unless it falls on the weekend, there will be a national bank holiday, following church services and memorial services across the UK. The service will take place at Westminster Abbey and a 2-minute silence will be held across the UK at noon. Most people will therefore get a day off from work on the day of Her Majesty's funeral. Shops will close or only be open for reduced hours, while banks will of course also be shut. The London Stock Exchange will be closed for at least the day of the Queen's funeral and potentially for several days, which could potentially cost the economy billions. Sport as part of Operation London Bridge, the codename for the plans that come into play in the event of the monarch's death, all sporting fixtures will be cancelled on the day of national mourning. If history is anything to go by, then football matches are likely to be postponed. When Princess Diana died, the game between Liverpool and Newcastle United that was due to take place later in the day was called off. All Football League's matches which were due to take place on the day of Diana's funeral were moved to the Friday before or the following Sunday. There was no need to scrap Premier League matches as none were scheduled due to international fixtures. England had a World Cup qualifier against Moldova that went ahead 10 days later, with both sides wearing black ribbons as a mark of respect. A minute's silence was also held before kick-off, which is also expected to happen for the Queen. Television. The BBC has suspended all of its programming once the news was announced. Other channels are not required to interrupt regular scheduling, but it is thought they will to honour the monarch. The BBC will also suspend all comedy programming during the 12-day period of national mourning.